Hey guys, afternoon. Welcome everyone. Predictions. I am going for Rochelle, La Rochelle. I think that's yeah. I am going for La Rochelle to win. The underdog is going to win. Yeah, I reckon my prediction's going to come in. I just seen Ronan O'Gara as the coach as well for La Rochelle. You know, sometimes the underdogs can win, and I think today is the day. So, how is everyone? I am finishing off a glass of Coke, and then I will be on to some Thatcher's Rosé. Yeah, I'm going up market with my cider today. And what are you guys watching on? You're either watching on. I've got Dieter and Alex watching on the Discord. But what are other people watching on? That's the question. BT or Channel 4 or another channel. Let's turn that volume down for a minute. I'm just wondering if there's any other players that I will recognise or know other than Cheslin Colbay. So it looks like a nice stadium. Nice looking stadium for sure. The green seating is a bit garish, but otherwise. The Stade Marcel de Flandre. Keelan Riddle. Well, have an awesome time, mate. Have an awesome time. It's hopefully it'll be a good one. Hoping for the underdogs. I don't know which team you're rooting for, but I am going for La Rochelle to win. Don't know why. Just like an underdog story, I think. But yeah, Keelan, have a good, enjoyable game. Yeah, I know none of them. Colby. That is literally the only name I know. Or Colby. I have no one else. Yeah. Keelan, that's the only reason I want... Well, that's the main reason now that I want them to win. It's just... I just wish I knew who anyone was. Hmm. Ronan O'Gara on loan from Munster on the t-shirts. Nice. Wave to the camera. Wave to the camera. That's what we need. Psycho fish. Players are coming out. Oh, we've got fire. I love fire on an entrance when the players come out.
First all-French final since Toulon and Clermont were here 6 years ago. And why not us? The question this lot have been asking themselves all week.
There's a few pretty ladies in there as well.
25-1 outsiders at the start of the tournament. And look at them now, La Rochelle. It is a pinch yourself moment. If you live on the French Atlantic coast, La Rochelle, in a European final.
Hello, ladies. Luke Pearce as the referee. I do find it strange how I find it strange that the referees have advertising all over their kits. Like, do the referees get paid more to have the advertising on their kits? I don't think they do they? I don't think they do. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on. Oh, I recognise the guy that took the kick. I recognise him from the Six Nations. Use it.
It's interesting, Sam Warburton. Both sides play lovely rugby when they get the chance, but they don't dress it up too much in their own half. We'll see a bit of kicking early on.
Yeah, you'll see a bit of tactful kicking, and that'll be the influence of Ronan O'Gara there in shots. You know, a lot of teams have realised in recent years that you can't just play yourself out of trouble all the time. So there'll be a little bit of chest to start with, a little bit of kicking, tactful kicking for territory. Given the game, surely will open up with the amount of X factor that we got on show this afternoon.
Luke Pearce is speaking French, so that's nice to see.
It's an immediate ball-winning back throw, and Dupont gets Toulouse going, and then the break through the middle from Francois Croze, and it's a really important...
See, when you look at the referees speaking French, would you see a football referee speaking French? I don't think you would. I don't think you would see a football referee very often speaking another language. I think English is the global language, and so the referees wouldn't really make the effort.
Again, the kick, just to ease the pressure and the chase up the line from Pierre Barlow. And the gather from Peter Aki. Whose young daughter will be watching back home in the very early hours of the morning back in New Zealand.
Use it. Use it.
Worldwide audience for a European contest. France's Romain Huntema plays long. Imagine his dad Emile hoisting the Heineken Cup above his head for Toulouse 25 years ago.
Afternoon, Alex. Oh, there are some big boys in these teams. Number 1, he's a big boy. 3's a big boy. So we probably will have some good rucks and some good scrums. Good afternoon, Elijah. Hey, indeed. Hey, indeed. If you want a time check, 3 minutes and 18, 19, 20. 3 minutes and 22 seconds. A quick observation from watching today's playoff semis between Bournemouth and Brentford. Having crowd now is a huge thing. Having a crowd, and it's only small. Obviously, the game today I think was probably about 4,000. But in football, there was so much more of a noise and so much more of a crowd atmosphere. And I know it's only 4 minutes in, but there doesn't seem to be that same atmosphere and the same chanting and cheering and songs that you get in. A nice quick kick, nice 3 points. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be the same hype and atmosphere that you'd get in the football. Afternoon, Gareth. Nice to have you, mate. I'm really hoping, though, that this game doesn't go too one-sided. You would hope it wouldn't. At the end of the day, La Rochelle got into the final, and they've obviously had to play well to get to the final. But from what people are saying in the Discord and whatnot, it's the Stade Toulousain, or whatever they're called. They are massive favourites. So hopefully it'll be a close one. I think that's what you want. You want a close game, especially as a neutral. There's nothing interesting about it when one team just runs away with it. Whereabouts are you, Elijah? Whereabouts do you live? If you're saying football fans are more hardcore. And Gareth, I was just saying about Luke Pearce, how he's speaking French, and I think you wouldn't get many referees in football speaking another language other than their own. Elijah, mate, New South Wales. God, you're about 10 hours ahead. 10 hours ahead, Elijah. You should be in bed, mate. You should be in bed. This is very late. I appreciate you being on. So yeah, that's good, but it must be very late there.
Rochelle, they really have. So I think we'd expect to see a little bit more of that choke tackle technique that we just saw there in that shot. Rochelle bring a lot of heat and bring down the fence.
Arnold is fine.
Yeah. Where's it being played?
Still on the floor for that Rochelle line out.
Is it being played at Twickenham?
Sleeping on the floor, one of the shortest young
Because on
Farmer-Ina was still
on Flash scores, it's saying that the venue is Stade Marcel de Flandre. So it's basically saying it's La Rochelle's. Flash scores must have it wrong then.
He's one of 4 All Blacks who won a World Cup here in 2015. His teammate
Jesus, Charlie Fort, whatever his name is looks like an absolute machine.
on the offside. Now experiencing best in
Yeah, Flash scores must have it wrong.
the Champions Cup final. And here's another Kiwi, the Mariel, the iOS. 22 points and supremely composed against Leinster in that semi-final. Hugely impressive. Longest of kickers. Stretch the envelope, let's see.
Oh, bit of bend on that kick.
It was a bit wonky, but when it crossed the finish line, it was between the posts, and that's all.
3-3.
La Rochelle 3, Toulouse 3.
Okay, got moved to Twickenham.
Taken by Dylan Hayes and he feeds the iOS. Meda, one in the Toulouse side who does have personal memories of playing in one of these Champions
Oh,
finals, and
got him.
quickly Kevin Gordon was up for the fight.
I said both these teams have got a couple of big hookers and props, haven't they?
Watching this at home right now. Sighted then banned after the semi-final. Botting it told to give it up. Dupont has very soft but persistent rain begins to fall over Twickenham again. It's going to slip in this ball up and then the penalty
You say they couldn't have any fans in France, but
against
both teams are French, right?
the Dupont side. Really Antonio.
Yeah, both teams are French, so surely then the French wouldn't have to travel that far.
Fiercely, but you've got to keep a little at semi-final against Leinster. They gave away too many penalties that allowed Leinster to get a foothold in the game, get an early try. He just puts his hands on the floor there to get his balance before he competed on the ball. But you've got to keep a little discipline when you're going to compete so hard in the breakdown.
You always want to put pressure on your opposition now.
You see the Corey going to the field there.
When someone like Dupont, even when you think you've got him,
Well, that's a quick substitute. Very quick substitute. After 9 minutes.
absolutely smashing it. He gets a run up, bit of indecision from Toulouse. Look, he still gets the ball away. He gets the ball out of that contact area, which actually could have been counted, and that is incredible skill.
You are spot on. For a really young guy,
Mm.
I think one of his best traits, there's all the line breaks and the defensive work he does, but it's his ability to stay alive and to make sure he's that ball player. So, yeah, any young man's watching, just keep behind him. He never lets himself go to ground. He always keeps the ball alive and keeps himself.
I assume most people here are British, English. I assume it's disappointing that there's no English. God, that's some movement. I'm assuming a lot of you are a bit disappointed there's no British clubs in the final, comparing it to football, where we've got obviously three English clubs in the Champions League and Europa League finals.
This is a surprise. They've got a penalty 10 metres from the line. They could easily have kicked it to the 5-metre line. But maybe just the drive, Sam, that they took off the first line and they thought, let's just reset a little bit, try and build a score.
Well, for Rochelle, that's a win. And they really did, even though they gave away a penalty, they physically did a good job on Toulouse there. And Toulouse, if you go back to the attacking drive that Rochelle had 5 minutes ago, they didn't compete. They all stayed on the floor to hit that drive. So perhaps Toulouse are a little bit wary of the size of this Rochelle pack. I'm going to take them on up front as much as we think.
Oh, so we did have one. We did have one English team then. Who won yesterday? Who won the game yesterday in the Challenge Cup? 6-3. Challenge Cup. Leicester lost. Leicester lost by 1. That was a close one. Very close one. I think I just looked on Flash scores at yesterday's game then, and although it was obviously close at 18-17, but it didn't seem like much happened in the last 13-ish minutes. I don't know if that was the case as the game went a bit stale, or they just completely counteract each other. It's up, it's up, it's up. Oh, I dropped it.
Listen to this, it's an all-French final, but we're hearing fields of Athenry belted around Twickenham, which I think is an indication of who bought a lot of these 10,000 tickets.
Now we're getting some singing then, as the commentators are telling us. I have no idea what fields of Athenry even are. Talking about singing songs, have the English stopped singing Sweet Chariot? That's the question. I'm pretty sure there was a thing where they were trying to stop the England fans singing Sweet Chariot. Which is, seems nonsense for English to be singing that song for starters, but
Still got to build the score as a cup final. But the early signs are that La Rochelle are doing a job at rugby.
watching some rugby with a Thatcher's Rosé. Just on a Saturday. A nice, relaxed Saturday afternoon with alcohol and rugby. Not bad, not bad.
The picture that seems back in Toulouse and La Rochelle right now. It'll be quiet and usual in the city centres. Terraces have reopened outside restaurants and cafes and bars this week, but they're not allowed to show the games. Worried about how many people might turn up. Authorities cracking down on large gatherings. Fans advised to stay at home. So the Place du Capitole in Toulouse much calmer than usual. The harbour front in La Rochelle, where Ronan's mates may well have gathered. They may well still be there, but they're being told to stay at home. But as well as being told to stay at home made a difference. Wherever they're watching, La Rochelle praying for West.
Oh, off the post. Off the post.
And it's still loose. And, oh my goodness, Joan Cruz Malia took it over, but it could have been much, much worse.
God. How often do the kicks hit the post?
La Rochelle's really good. Does very well to lead out of the ball. Bossy on top. Saw a really good try last night. As I said, just think that maybe the bounce of the ball, one way or the other, these two French sides could be the difference.
This is very nearly a picture-perfect attacking opportunity. That's the job of securing the ball from the scrum. Tony Friso, Pierre Bougaris, the hooker, Willie Antonio. Here's Fai and Mabaraka and Farmahina. Victor Peter, driving forward, drawing the penalty.
Can they? Oh, I dropped it.
Pressure here, and they need it because Dula didn't gather clean.
That looked like a fairly simple catch to mess it up.
La Rochelle have put their foot on the throat of Toulouse, haven't they? And we need to be a player on the pitch to appreciate the decision they make, because they got a feeling on how dominant that scrum is. From the scrum, they feel so solid. And the team has been playing quite confident. They've got a rugby brief, but La Rochelle, it feels like it's the stands here. It feels like they've got the edge of play. They've got it to drive the ball, they've got it to scrum and back themselves again here. I like the decision there that they've made. Like I said, they've got that foot on the throat, and they've got to keep there and get something from this.
To be fair, I know it's only 17 minutes in, but it's a close game. There's nothing really separating them. So hopefully this will be how the game continues. Fingers crossed.
Keep the ball in, but give them early ball and opportunity on the short side. Maybe Bossy in the other posts.
Maybe Dylan Lays on this near right-hand side, or Raymond Rule furthest left, trying to stretch Toulouse.
They ain't far. La Rochelle aren't far.
The big heavy human beings doing what they can do. They go left, and it is Botiak who takes some stopping, but he's running into
Oh, Jesus, almost a boot to his head.
somehow found its way to Lays. Dula was up quickly. Lays happy just to recycle. The battle for the ball right now. And Toulouse
Is that not a... That's got to be a free kick to La Rochelle. You had the red guy that just literally jumped over the ruck.
The scrum play, there's so independent. Victor Peter on his own, independent Bossy again, Kevin Short.
I think the referee signalled there. The referee held his hand up, but it kind of wasn't showing any real direction.
Does a good job there.
I assume he's given a free kick to or a free scrum or penalty to La Rochelle.
When it comes out wide, actually, just got to be careful to lose there. Once Mark gets the chance, he gets in a good position. He's just got to retain his feet. He's got to keep his feet. If he keeps his feet, when they counter up, it's a lot easier to get the ball in the picture for the referee on your side. First one in, get a little bit more height. Doesn't matter if you lose the initial height impact, because then the weight of the support behind you will take you all the way.
Yeah. I assume it was Alex. I assume it was the guy that literally the red guy that jumped all the way over the ruck.
starting to pop up on the Toulouse side of the ledger, which is
See, I think I'm learning. I'm learning what is a penalty, sort of.
This is a good spell for La Rochelle. In the southwest London sunshine, still some angry-looking clouds above us, though, just to take us back to the winter over the next 10, 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. See, I'm learning. That's good of me, I reckon. Seeing as most things don't go into my head very well. You know the referees are not getting annoyed because he started speaking English again. It's like when your mum calls you by when she's annoyed with you, calls you by your full name. This, it's that when they're annoyed with you, they speak to you in English. Oh. La Rochelle are literally camped outside of old Toulouse's literally final few yards. You cannot break through. Lavani Botia. Really poor catch. And we are 19 minutes and 34 seconds in, and we have blood. That's taken a while to get blood this week, isn't it? This is the point, isn't it? And this is the same in all sports, where you sometimes question these guys are paid a lot of money and they can't even catch a ball. You know, it's the same thing as a footballer. You know, they're paid all that money and they can't even pass the ball. Yeah, and it wasn't that difficult of a pass there, was it? He wasn't under any real pressure. All right, there was a fair bit of speed, but you're paid all this money. You're a professional. You train all week. And you can't even catch that ball. It's just strange. Yeah, possibly. I said yes. Of course, you can make those sort of. You can say those sort of things. Yeah, you can say obviously the wet, but. Surely, could you not say, yeah, Quinn's, the player was nowhere near him. The player was nowhere near him by the time the contact with the ball. But like I said, I suppose, yes, you can think the ball's wet. You can have these kind of external sources and problems, whatever. But do they not train? Do they not train in the wet? You know, my point is, these are professional players who train in all weathers, and I don't know. I would expect a little bit more. I don't know if I'm being overly critical or not, but yeah. Mm.
How ambitious can you be with this wet ball? It seems to be creating one or two problems for both sides.
Well, I think both teams will still get the skill set, but we've got to keep moving pressure on them. Very well organised defensive team, and like I said, 3 easy outs for them with the penalties, releases
So there you go. The commentator, I'm watching it on BT. The commentator just asked the coach, what you think about the wet ball. And the coach even says the players should have the skill set to deal with it. So Jesus, what is it with the handlebars beard? Oh, that is dreadful. That is what I think of really old people that I play bowls with. I know a couple that have got handlebar beards. That's dreadful.
Midway through the first half, just beyond the midway point. 3 penalties so far, 2 for Emil Huntermack, 1 for the iOS. Attacking La Rochelle's scrum, and it's picked up off the base by Vito. Charges just a little bit further wide to trying to suck in those slightly broader defenders, and now Aldritz. Those little things, Sam, isn't it? The John Gibbs was kind of indicating when we had a chat with him that the attention to detail, the penalties.
At least, I suppose, I said it. At least it is a close game. There isn't really a lot in it at the moment, is there? I don't know if it's a case of. I think Toulouse. Obviously, if Toulouse are the better club or better team, should I say? I think from first impressions, it seems like they're just being a little bit cautious. Yeah, it just looks like they're being a bit more cautious than they possibly would be. I don't know. I think that's what the situation is, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're maybe they've got the better fitness and they know they've got the better athleticism, that they will win. Should have the advantage later on. So just hold the ground, stop La Rochelle picking up early points. I'm not sure. Yeah, and I think you say that, Stuart. It depends. So when a team kind of counters another team and it's almost a bit of a stalemate, it can be boring. But then you can also look at it on the tactical side of things, that tactically a team is, especially the underdog team, doing really well to prevent the better team from taking the lead and winning. Sometimes you've got to admire the tactics and discipline of the underdog, finding that way tactically to stop the other team from scoring. So you think possibly the Toulouse may have a player in the sin bin at some point then? There are a lot of penalties being given away, aren't there? Okay, well it's 26 minutes. I'm not looking at the scoreboard on the stream because I don't want it to give away if it was a goal or not. Or a conversion kick, whatever. Still not au fait with the old terminology. There we go, 6-6. Nice. To be fair, I can see this. I could see this half not having a single try, just winning from the kicks.
And also, with all the penalties that have been given away, the pressure they've been under, they could have been down to 14 men. Because if you're a Toulouse fan or a coach, that's too upsetting.
Lavelle was chasing.
So, are we saying, so in terms of football, where we've got careless, which is just a free kick, unless it's persistent. Careless obviously is nothing, it's just a free kick. Reckless is a yellow card, and obviously dangerous and whatnot is a red. So in terms of this, we're basically saying that actually it's more careless penalties. It may end up being persistent, but at the moment it's just careless, and a penalty is enough of a decision. Oh, sit down. He is down. That was meaty. Well, there's the first sin bin. That was bang. Oh. That's a red card, isn't it? That is a red card. Oh, he didn't crouch down at all. Oh, man. Oh, you bloody idiot. You bloody idiot. Your team is doing well. You're preventing the other team from scoring. You do that. You've now just put your team down to bloody 14 men, you absolute clown. No bending down. He's not attempted to go lower. Number 12, you're an absolute plank. Oh, there's me rooting for La Rochelle. Yeah. I agree, Gareth.
It's history, it's unwanted. Champions Cup history.
Originally, it was a yellow card for a tackle within 10 metres. I think we have all seen that tackle and it is a red. Yeah, of course. Pour moi, et pour l'équipe, c'est le canton rouge et le direct contact à la tête. Oui, à la tête. Ça suffit, c'est canton rouge.
The attorney did what he could. The case for the defence, but it is red. And it's the saddest.
What an idiot. What an idiot.
Heineken Champions Cup final. I doubt about whether he'd be fit enough to play in this match beforehand.
As soon as that happened and I saw it, so straight away when it had the live images, it just looked like a really meaty challenge, because you hear the noise and then you hear the player is literally down. He is down. As soon as, however, the guy in red needs to get rid of that beard because that looks pathetic. That's a separate issue. But it was the fact that the player, number 12, that's just got sent off, he didn't even bend. He didn't even bend his legs. So he's not even attempting to go low. That's the issue, isn't it, really? Absolute clown. And for all they know, may have cost his team the cup final. because now it's a long time to play with one less player, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's not like it was at the end of the game where there's only, say, 10 minutes left to play with one man less. It literally got over 50 minutes. Just plank. Absolute plank. Knock on. Stuart, literally, like I said, that sort of beard. I've got an old guy who I play lawn bowls with. He doesn't play anymore because I think he's ridiculously old. But he has a beard like that, and it just looks stupid. His wife says it's good because she can hang on to it. Oh, what an idiot. What an idiot. Can you hear this commentary? The commentary about this bloke that's come onto the pitch and them saying how he needs 2 shirts to fit on him. That seems a bit harsh, doesn't it? Funny.
Defensively, Oz, how do La Rochelle deal with this now that an attacking platform here for the first time? How do you plug that hole in midfield when you've lost somebody as important as Bocchia?
You've got to be super careful and keep the ball is probably one of the key things. They've got the scrum to themselves now, but you lose your line speed, so you use the touchline as the extra defender. Back off. It should help Toulouse just make a lot of ground per carry, which is also very dangerous.
Scrum picked up by Peter. Muscles his way over halfway.
Have all the Gareth, have all the Lions games been announced and schedules been announced as well?
West, Leeds. Honestly, La Rochelle was not entirely happy that the advantage went that quickly, but it was only for a knock on. It wasn't a penalty. Gordon crawling away. West, that's interesting.
Nice.
That is
Oh, it's gone backwards.
still right work.
Yeah, it's gone backwards.
And Rule was there to do that. Gordon. Carvalho. To the Wallaby Skelton. Offload to Danny Friso. Another penalty. Next phase is in the match for La Rochelle. It's as fluid as they have been. What might they draw from it? Kumaru trying to hold that midfield together without his mate. Step from Leeds. Here's Skelton starting to bang the big heavy drums again. Ball in hand. La Rochelle.
They're doing all right, to be fair. I think La Rochelle, other than La Rochelle. Oh no!
Ball's gone loose.
Is that a La Rochelle penalty?
La Rochelle looking at their best.
I think La Rochelle have certainly been the better looking team, even now with one less player.
That set of plays, winning them off high, they're very powerful. So even though Bocchia's got they played the least of 12 out of any team in the competition, they can still play up high, still play up 10 with the full forward pack, still get that physical go forward that they rely on. Then a higher West is great at picking moments when to pick crossfield kicks or when to go wide. So they can still stick to the majority of their game plan. There might be some holes they need to plug in defence, but La Rochelle can still play even Bocchia off the field.
The best way to respond to losing a man, isn't it? Keep the ball, don't give it away, keep it tight, carry really hard, use the anger to propel you forward. Yeah, actually, statistically, in the French top 14, La Rochelle are best when they're down to 14 men. They only concede 2.4 points per 10 minutes, which is 2 points better than any other side in the competition, Nick. And they'll end up the stats lesson for the rest of the afternoon, hopefully. strike a balance. You just see how much they are playing off 9. See, that's you can't clear like that.
We're about to show you a Toulouse player.
You can't clear with your eyes up.
Yeah, he's not on the ball initially, then he puts his hand on the ball, sweeps it backwards. That's his number 6.
It's Reinhard Alistair. And that's why Ronan O'Gara was so exercised. That's what he was getting so angry with on that replay that we saw.
Yeah, equally, you can't clear him out by taking your arm underneath. Watch what he does. He comes in from the side, he hits the tackle, scoops his hand over.
So he gets in trouble for pushing the ball out of the guy's hand.
There's 3 or 4 offences at every single ruck if you want to be pernickety. A nightmare for the officials at times.
That would probably make a more exciting game, though, wouldn't it?
This for the lead for the first time in the final.
They don't want to go for a try and get a try then.
Down to 14 but ahead. La Rochelle 9, Toulouse 6.
They're happy to go for the kicks.
Yellow card for Elster. Should take him up to half time and a couple of minutes into the second half. Gordon just nipping in ahead of Dylan Lays, who had his eye on the ball as well. Aldrich. Such an important player, not just for La Rochelle, but for France as well these days, Greg Aldrich. Torreira, Kerbala. Taken in by Thomas Ramos.
Nicely taken down by 1.
Influential as well. Toulouse absolutely thrilled that they have him to call on once more. And Cyril by France's first choice, loose head. Another put to add to the list of one of the best in the world that we're watching today. Absolutely Dupont on that list. And that's Ashley
Oh!
Hackey trying to link up with Lavelle.
I assume if 11 managed to collect that again, it would have been a knock-on.
So on that Padula, chases his own kick. Dupont read it. It's a loose ball that Dupont gets back onto quickly.
A couple of moments of some fast-paced action there. But I'm sure the red there would have been a knock-on if he got it again.
Force the error, and then as they get the turnover, does well there. It's a straight 2-on-1, and he guesses well. Kerbala gets out to the outside channel. When it comes through to Dula, and you think, oh, he's away with this bounce as well. But look who's covering across. He reads it quickly to Pont. A bit of a knock-on, and then it's just a melee in the middle of the field. That's a great shot, isn't it?
That's the better one. First time fans have been back inside this stadium.
I love how in the stadium there's a guy with a beret, a French football kit, and a load of a load of garlic around his neck.
Allocated to NHS workers this weekend. Oh my goodness, how good is that? But how good does it sound?
Why's that bloke got a turkey on his head?
Talking of chickens and how fast they are running across the field, I'm Colby here. I haven't touched the ball in the entire game. The first 35 minutes.
I was just about to say the same thing as the commentator said about Colby. One, I've not even noticed him. Colby has not even had the ball, has he?
The statistics tell us that he's made 2 tackles, but that's probably not wise in the team.
I think fine a cockerel is the emblem of France, isn't it? Not a chicken.
European Cup winner,
I'm not. Are they technically the same? Cockerel and
around, but in the end a little bit too high. Back we come. was a zippy little winger. Played occasionally at fullback as well, just like Medard. Then we're hearing that Medard is coming back on as he has a little confab with Mola. Medard has passed his head injury assessment, but because he has to be off for 10 minutes, we've got another couple of minutes to go before he's let back on. Picked up by Gordon. Ito was there as part of the clear-out crew. Carvalho was never allowed time over the ball because Piotr Malvaka clattered through the whole lot of them.
Come on. I want to see a try in this last 4 minutes.
Women's international and the starting both ahead of Relawadi and Lucentro. Carvalho and West linking up again, and West will hoist this and bring it down in the sunshine. Test for Colby and Co on that right-hand side.
Freebie, took him in the air.
Yep. Aki to Antoman. Another one.
You're going to have to look at this. If Skelton steps off his line and hits him with a shoulder, that's just a penalty and it's close. Skelton was
That didn't seem too bad. The yellow guy, he went up for the... The guy that went up for the jump, he went up, he went for the ball, knew he wasn't getting the ball, and all he seemed to do was usher the other guy down. The guy, and the other guy, the number 5, he literally stood still. Does he really have to get out of the way? Like, he's not made an effort to step in the way. He has literally stood still. So if anything, the Toulouse player has run into him.
The team his whistle won't be employed quite as much as it has been in this first 40 minutes. It's been a busy old team.
Yeah, seems a bit harsh. Especially if you can see on video replay. The ball's stopped, you've got time to check the replay. Seems harsh.
saying, let's play a bit. Let's test them. 14 men, they're down with their best defender and back line. Let's stretch them. What the DNA to lose? It's attacking rugby. Not attritional.
His green kicking tee between the uprights.
He's certainly making the kicking look easy, isn't he? I think he did a good job in the Six Nations as well with the kicking.
HIA pass, Maxime Menard, the whispery old veteran of these things, is back with us. We'll see more of Tono Ramos later on. McKenna with the problem of the ball coming out of the sun. Not that they're efficiently enough. Malvaka. Rochelle sensing that there might be some profit here, but enough red shirts got there.
Yeah, I made this point, Quinns. I made this point that it seems Toulouse are being, defensive and a bit cautious to start off with. Like I said, is it because they think they will have the late game, so they've just got to try and just basically tire La Rochelle out? I don't know, but it definitely seems like they're not trying to attack too much.
It's fair to say that the heavy dumper trucks are being brought out of the garage. Oh my goodness, some very big human beings were running.
Yeah, well, that's the point, isn't it? That granted at the moment they're level on 14 players each, but they are missing one of their defenders.
He's too slow to meet very happy they can play three phase, get
Mm.
penalties like this.
Even if he wasn't playing spectacularly well, it's still that big body who they now don't need to get through.
Into the boss's boots when John O'Gibb heads back to Claremont at the end of the season. O'Gara currently the head coach.
But it doesn't even look like they're counter-attacking. That seems strange. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's that? What's that? There's no need to be barking, is there? Yeah, get yourself a beer. Get yourself a beer. Well, let's turn that audio down a bit.
La Rochelle with the majority of them. They lead Toulouse.
If you're at the stadium, Keelan, is it? Are you noticing it's a bit of a stalemate? And are you agreeing that Toulouse should be attacking a little bit more, especially seeing as Bottier's been binned? I say binned, sent to the showers for an early bath. It seems strange that Toulouse aren't taking advantage. So, as it's half time, if you haven't liked the video, please do like the video. I don't know if it helps, it might help. Don't know. Just share the video, that would be a nice thing. Share the live stream. What's everyone been up to? What's everyone doing this weekend? I know the weather's been a bit hit and miss. We've had moments of rain, we've had moments of cloud. I can't say sun. What's everyone up to? What's everyone done today and what's everyone doing tomorrow? Let me know. I'm saying, Keelan, that I think Toulouse are being a little bit cautious. I don't know if it's because they think maybe they are better late game. Maybe they think they've got the. Maybe they think they've got the fitness and the end game to win. But it just doesn't seem like they are trying. They're trying more to stop La Rochelle from scoring rather than trying to win the game at the moment. And it's a shame there's no tries yet, just kicks. Ideally, we would get some more tries, wouldn't we? But no one seems to want to. Yeah. There's no reason. I said there's no reason for them not to attack now. Surely, with the defensive player out of action, they should be able to, possibly find a gap. I think La Rochelle could have got some tries there. They were literally camped outside of Toulouse's Toulouse's try line for about 5-10 minutes, weren't they? But they just couldn't get over the line. So some good defending there by Toulouse, to be fair. But yeah, I would have liked to see La Rochelle take advantage of being on that try line. But they couldn't couldn't get over. Could not get over it. I bet you would, mate. I bet you would. I think, yeah, it's all well and good getting those 3 points, and I think there's a time and a place for definite. There's a time and a place to get those, just to go for those kicks. But I just think, come on, they can do more. They can do more. But we'll see what the second half brings. I think we'll see which team tires out the quickest. I think. Who's watching watching the adverts? Who is watching Man City versus Chelsea next Saturday? I'll be doing a live watch along for that. So I know a lot of you guys are here for the rugby, but yeah, hopefully, Man City versus Chelsea should, on paper, be a good game. So yeah, I think that's 6 o'clock. I think that's a 6 o'clock kickoff next Saturday. I think. I haven't actually put the time on the schedule yet. Yeah, Gareth, I think I called it pretty spot on. Called it pretty spot on. Like I said, for that red card, there was no intention to go lower. There was no intention to, yeah, serves him right. Keelan, I think we said the same thing. The guy literally stood still, and the Toulouse player ran into him. So, in the laws of the game, are you required to move out the way of someone if you are just standing still? I think it seems a bit harsh. As soon as the RFU start paying some money, that would be a good start. Yeah, exactly. Stood still. If you stand still, you're not intentionally trying to block someone. You know, the other player has got to run around you. You know, so. So I've got, about 10 viewers, not loads. Bit disappointing. I need to find a match where we'll get loads of viewers, but no one answered my question. What are you up to this weekend? Tell me, what are you up to this weekend? Remember, Gareth, rugby players have money, all right? Rugby players are the ones with money. Remember, they're the posh kids at school that play rugby. They've got money. So then they pay a certain amount each game. Some of that goes to the referee. Keelan, how much did it cost you to get a ticket today, out of interest? If you don't mind me asking, how much was your ticket today? Oh, £90 per ticket. Jesus. Toppled God. Hello, Toppled God. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. You're not, Gareth, you're not looking after the kids then? No kids, parent duty. Just sports. Keelan, you'll need to get a bank loan for to buy a drink or something, won't you? That's the only problem. I expect Twickenham's as expensive as Wembley. Right, yeah, just chuck them outside. Gareth, don't tell me the door's locked though. I bet that's true. The doors are locked. And you're just not letting the kids back in. Burger King. Let's talk about Burger Kings and takeaways and things. Burger Kings have the best burgers. They definitely have the best burgers. However, they have the worst chips. You almost have to stop at Burger King for the burger, McDonald's for the chips, KFC for some hot wings. Yeah, but you need all three to be located at the same location, don't you? Really. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Why can Burger King not sort out their chips? Because their chips are rubbish. You haven't you, Gareth? You shouldn't be locking your kids outside. That could be used as child abuse. You'll get a call in Childline if they know the number. Very, very bad parenting. Enjoy the rest of the game, Keelan. You say that, Toppled God. However, there's always loads of onions in a Burger King burger as it is. I'm not sure if I'd want. No, Stuart, are you... Granted, the KFC chips are good in gravy, but the KFC chips are rubbish if you've got no gravy. They are only good if you dip them in gravy. Plus, when you go to KFC is disgusting because they've always got things missing. They never get your order right. And if you get a takeaway and you don't check, you'll get home and there'll be like no gravy or no side or no sauce. They always mess up an order. So KFC is one of those ones that my wife always wants. Charlie, my wife, always wants a KFC, right? If we get like a takeaway or something. And she's always disappointed afterwards. The thought of having one beforehand is always better than actually having it. I hope you're cooking them a nice meal, Gareth. A nice meal, a nice healthy, with lots of vegetables, and not just doing them chicken dippers and chips and beans. Is that what Northerners have? Is that a typical Northern meal? Chicken dippers or chicken dinosaurs? I don't know what you want to class them as. Very good. Well done. Well done, Gareth. What I always find, if instead of doing steamed vegetables, although steam's quite good, me and the wife, we like to roast our vegetables. Put a bit of oil on them, a little bit of paprika on them, stick them in the oven. Easy peasy. Then you don't have to use any pans and things. Right, come on, La Rochelle, come on. You can do it. I think I got what you mean, Quinns. I got what you mean. Sorry. He is in pain. Did you hear that? Oh! Check on that player. Check on that player. That sounded like that was a bit uncomfortable for him. No, that was under his chin. That was more there than his head, wasn't it? The guy said eye socket. It was nowhere near his eye socket. Well, Moose burgers. Moose burgers? What's all this? Moose burgers? Jesus. That sounds quite... Lobster mac and cheese with moose burgers. Christ, that sounds... Exotic isn't the right word. Different, maybe. Sounds quite nice, the lobster mac and... Well, actually, no, I don't really like mac and cheese. The moose burger sounds nice. CB, you're from America, from the States, right? I don't think we have moose in our country. So I don't think I've ever tried moose. Oh, it didn't spin well that time. It didn't spin inwards. He's got a strange kick that he's spinning away from the goal and then back in.
Slaps it long back into the arms of Aldrich. He seems fine. We heard him cry out in pain when he was hit by Aki, but he's chasing this ball now, and he got up there first. It was snatched back by Boubery. Carvalho to Coulon. Into club history. Part of the Rochelle team that won promotion to the top 14 7 seasons ago. On the way up then, we knew that it would take them this far.
So you're in New Zealand? Jesus.
Heineken Champions Cup final. One of the few who's been here before. Lost the final to Munster in Cardiff in 2010. Part of the team that Nick Beeritz. We've waited 45
There you go. I've just got a different server on. 44-24 Toulouse have just got a try, I think.
Two stars may have just done that. Antoine Dupont and Cheslin Colby.
Cheslin Colby finally got the ball, and as soon as he gets the ball, he has got it. Why was that not a try?
Really surprised by his technique there, Colby. Surprised that he left his feet down. Ball would have been there, ball.
Was it not a try because his foot went out of the line? I've got to go back to the other stream because this quality isn't very good. We're on. I'm on 44-30. 44-30. That's see. I think that's weird. That's a difference in. That's a difference in rugby and football. Obviously, it doesn't matter if the person goes out of the line. It's just the ball. The ball is the only thing that matters. So if a player goes out the line, well, it doesn't make any difference. It's whether or not the ball goes in or out, over the line or not. So it seems weird that. Yeah, it seems weird that will not be counted as a try. S'il vous plaît. It is on Channel 4. You're correct. I am watching. I'm watching on BT Sport, but I use a streaming service, which then allows me to share with other people. If I use Channel 4, then I think it would block. I don't think I'd be able to share it if it was on there. I'm on currently. Give you a time check. I'm on 56 minutes. The score is 12-12.
Toulouse back on level terms. La Rochelle 12, Toulouse 12.
La Rochelle defensive line has been so strong all day. Either side of the ruck. And one of the great spaces to attack them is straight through the middle. That's what happens in the initial break. Look at how wide the defensive line is. You can just see Wardy's come on there, he's got his back. And he wants to make the break. This is where Antoine Dupont is so good. He finds space and he sees opportunity. And I think that space might continue to go there because for a man down, they want defensive line speed. They've got the best defensive line speed in France. So maybe just take them through the guts.
La Rochelle are the best in the top 14 at least of defending.
Welcome.
Gara-inspired defence.
What cricket were you watching, Sean?
Blitz defence. And then that can do it in the final.
Why would you attack that zone on the field? You know they're strong there.
the commentator is not impressed. He is not impressed, is he?
Passes that area of the field, just take the ball into contact, recycle it safely, have plenty of men on their feet, get that ball out of your half. There's just no need to do that there in that area of the field.
Against that defence, which we've been highlighting. Now then, one of La Rochelle's attack. Dula popping up in the position that Potier might have been, but instead Carvalho goes the other side, and this is West. He has Rule for support. Carvalho. Skelton. Shoulder towards the 5 metre line.
Come on, La Rochelle. Once again, they are camped outside. Camped outside the Toulouse try line. Can they get through? No. Oh, they've nicked it. They just can't. They just cannot get over that final line. Oh. They just cannot get over that try line. They are trying their hardest. You know, one man down. They're still putting up a fight. And once again, it just doesn't seem like Toulouse are even trying to attack. You know, they've got a man advantage, and they're still not attacking. Just seems a bit bizarre to me at the moment. I'll keep giving you guys time checks if you want. And yeah, Keelan, I thought you were at the game, mate. What are you doing on the live stream? I don't mind you being on the live stream, but you're at the bloody game. Watch the game. God, enjoy it. You paid 90 quid to be at the game. that going down to 16 was definitely just Keelan leaving. Oh man, Keelan, you obviously aren't watching, but what you need, buddy, you need 1+ buds, mate. 1+ buds. That's what you need. None of this Apple nonsense. 1+ buds to go with my 1+ phone. Yeah. If we're talking about technology and all that. The wife is home from work. I sit on the computer all day and she pretends to work.
I cannot pretend.
Oh. She hasn't been fed.
Come on, have dinner.
Keelan, they did. BT certainly made the point. BT certainly made the point about Ronan O'Gara. They had a big sort of montagey type thing of him before the game. A Pilsen Pika. Nice to have you, buddy. Nice to have you. If you're new in here, subscribe to my channel and go watch some videos. There's lots of rugby, Aussie rules, some football. some other stuff. You'll enjoy it, I'm sure. But welcome. Bonjour. That's about all I know in French. And Miss Scusi. Oh. Who's on the line? Is that Wayne Barnes on the line? It looked like a ginger bloke. No. Or is it? No. Who is it? To be fair, yeah, it did look like Wayne Barnes, but I wasn't sure. It looks like, I think Gareth said earlier on about how Toulouse like to counter-attack. And to be fair, it does look like that is what they're now starting to do, and they are starting to get those counter-attacks. Where in the first half, yeah, whereas in the first half, they just weren't even trying to get the counter-attacks. Oh, it clipped the heel of the yellow player. Definitely hit the clip the heel of the yellow player there. That's okay. I want La Rochelle to win, so I don't mind the odd mistake. Well, we've got 18 viewers in here. Possibly 19 now. Welcome to the live stream. If you don't have access to the game, which most of you should have access to the game because it is on Channel 4 on the UK and on BT Sport. But if you don't, I've just put the link in the link in the description and in the chat for the Discord server where whenever I do live watch-alongs, I put the stream in the Discord server so everyone can see, so you can actually watch along with me. But yeah, if you haven't already, I know a fair few of you have, make sure you click that like button for me. If you don't already subscribe. See if there's any videos you enjoy. There might be a few videos that you enjoy or would like to. Sri Lanka, Jesus. That's the winner so far today. Asai. You are the winner so far from the furthest away, Sri Lanka. I definitely want a subscription from a Sri Lanka person. Sri Lankan. Yeah. They're close. Toulouse are pushing at him. Pulling his shirt to stop him. He's going to go down. No. He got turned. They're going to try again. La Rochelle need to push him back. They're trying to push him back. I'm currently on 54.03. 54.03. I tell you what, this could go either way, couldn't it? And neither team now seem to be able to just get it over that try line. think this now in the second half. Now it starts getting later on in the second half. Is this where Toulouse really start pushing? No try on field. That was pretty obvious. I think surely Toulouse have got to take advantage of this man advantage now.
This works harder than most, the refereeing fraternity, to talk in their language. I think they knew what he meant.
Definitely no try in there. Definitely no try in there. And even then, with any of those replays, there is no chance of seeing. You can't see that ball. The problem is you can't see the line. This is very tricky to see.
This is still a live question as Arnold drove in.
He gets it down with downward pressure, doesn't he? He has under control that downward pressure. It's just, is it on the line?
Just to the right of his leg now. There's the ball. It's down.
But from those camera angles, it looks very tricky to see. I would say no try. You can't, if you're not 100% sure, exactly the same in football. Oh, Gareth quickly changed his mind. If you're not sure, then you can't give it. And I don't think those angles give you good enough. You need to be 100% sure. There we go. There we go. That's definitely the right decision, isn't it? Don't fight cats. We got a bit of a standoff with the cats. If anyone wants to see. Hang on. We have a little standoff going on, guys.
And Jerome Kano, both being replaced at the same time. And my goodness, these two deserve an ovation.
Unbelievable. Silly, silly cats. It's just give it, at the moment, it's just give it to the biggest guys and let them run, try and make ground. Let's give it to Cheslin. Let's give it a Cole. Oh, did you see that sidestep? Did you see that sidestep? That was bloody lovely. Uh-oh. Cheslin, he's bigger than you, mate. He's bigger than you. Cheslin, let go of him, mate. Cats, stop fighting. I think Cheslin might make a mistake. Oh man, I did a Cheslin Colbe reaction, and it was impressive. But that sidestep was insane, wasn't it? It was that ability. The Colbe sidestep was how quickly he was able to change from a low centre of gravity, change going left then to right. Very impressive. Ideally, I'd like another highlight of it, because that was beautiful. And talking about Kolbe, I also looked at him chasing a cheetah or racing a cheetah.
Midfield to provide that ball swinging out away to the right hand side. It was taken up a roar, and that's a mistake. Two sides who played some fabulous rugby to get this far in the competition to be with us in the final today. I think it's fair to say that two sides who we have yet to see the best of in the final. Austin's looking at me suspiciously. I can use other
I'm
words.
just thinking maybe you should go into politics.
This Austin bloke on the commentary sounds just like Michael Owen.
Shorter words to describe what we're watching at the moment, Oscar. Let's see. Over a quarter of the match to go. Now back. Dupont with Tolofua lending his way to get Dupont. It's looking likelier for Toulouse at the moment. They're starting to make more of the one-man advantage. They've only got here red carded before the half an hour mark. Cyril Vai becoming more prominent as well. Dupont. Chip over the head.
Dupois just sounds a little bit like Juice Pois. Is it Juice Pois? Watching the Eurovision later. I hope everyone else is watching Eurovision. The greatest musical event of the year.
It's not part of their plans for the Lions either. He has an opportunity here of making this a very special season nonetheless. And he's about to re-engage in the final.
Like I said, Austin Healy, it just sounds like Michael Owen. And Michael Owen's not great to listen to either. However, I do like... Who's the main commentator of this? Because I quite like the sound of him.
Peter Aki, who also is becoming more influential. Here's Cruz Malia. Shazlin Colby shoveling yellow bodies off the ball to allow Arnold to go on another shot.
Gareth, I've been watching Eurovision almost every year recently, and last year, it was such a shame. Such a shame last year, because Iceland's song was brilliant. Oh, go on, get him, get him. We got to try. We've got to try. Finally, finally. That's the one-man advantage they've got. A try's a try, Keelan. A try's a try, mate. Some nice passing, to be fair, from Toulouse. Some nice passing indeed. That's what we wanted. Hopefully, the problem with getting a try is we don't now. Well, for a neutral, I don't want Toulouse to run away with it now. I want this to give. I just want La Rochelle to fire back, and I don't think they will fire back. But that's what ideally, as a neutral, I would want. 19-12. 20 minutes left. Time is 60:47. Come on, La Rochelle. That's what we want. We want La Rochelle to fire back. Let's see what they got. Have they got the Adam? Hello, Adam. So it is a good achievement then, isn't it? If this is basically like the same standard as the Champions League in football, I would assume, then that is some achievement for them to be in the final if they were a second division team beforehand. Gareth, stop slating Eurovision, mate, and you're miles behind. I talked about Eurovision about 5 minutes ago. So yeah, it is impressive. That is impressive. Yeah, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. As Sean says, I would like to think I've got some good stuff. Or at least I've got some better stuff than other reactors. I look at stuff in depth a little bit more. And other reactors are just like, whoa, big hits. So yeah, do that. Thanks, Gareth. I appreciate the plug, mate. Oh, he's giving him a real pep talk, isn't he? He's giving him a pep talk. Adam, yes, Adam. Mate, Graham Norton. Graham Norton is amazing. Graham Norton is very similar to Terry Wogan in the fact that he just ends up taking the piss. He just takes the piss, and it's so funny. Oh, what a sidestep! What a sidestep! Yeah. And if you haven't seen the film, the Eurovision film on Netflix, go watch it with Will Ferrell and I can't remember her name now. Good film. And I think you've got to watch the Eurovision just for the rubbish acts. Even though Iceland, like I said, Iceland last year were amazing. Even though they didn't, obviously, get to properly do it. Their song's not quite as good this year, though. Which is a bit sad. Yeah. And the UK's entry, once again, is boring. 2 seconds. Gareth, go and watch that film. Watch that film and you will love it, Gareth. What are you barking at? Oi! Oi! Stop it. Yeah, go back upstairs, naughty dog. Adam, you say that about the voting system. However, it was really funny. It was really funny, what was it, 2 years ago? I think Sweden were dominating, and then all of a sudden, so they have now, I know, they have the night before, they have half the votes, so they have like the experts votes, whatever that means, and then the next day, on the Saturday, I think they have the public votes. And I think 2 years ago, Sweden looked dead certs to win. And then they got none of the public votes and ended up losing. That was quite funny. And as Adam says, Flow Rider's there this year, for some reason. Oh. Come on, La Rochelle. They're still trying. They're not out of it yet. Yeah, they're going to struggle. They are going to struggle. Yeah, I probably can't see this going to La Rochelle now. Honestly. Gareth. What you need to be doing, Gareth, is having a party. Have a Eurovision party, mate. That will get you in the mood. Get your friends round. Watch the Eurovision. Yeah, you're right, Keelan. It's not an absolute mauling, is it? At the moment, anyway. There's still 15 minutes left, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a mauling, and that's good. I think La Rochelle have put a good effort in. However, it might change in the next 15 minutes. Plenty of time, yeah, plenty of time to La Rochelle to get back into this. There is time. You're right, Keelan. You are right, mate. They're not dominating. They're not camped in La Rochelle's last quarter, are they? Cheslin. Oh, Cheslin, very good. No, not quite. A knock on.
Just looking at Ontamak again, Nick. I know I spoke about it, but look at this scrum. Right, left-hand side. There's only 3 defenders who can actually tackle
to be fair, saying about
I'm pretty sure you'd agree on that if you're in the La Rochelle defensive line there, you're going to be so happy with that because you know you're not going to be chasing shadows.
we're saying about the commentator that we're not a fan of. Actually, is making complete sense. There was no reason for Toulouse to kick that ball when it was about 4-on-3. So, like he's saying, run straight at them. It'll draw a player out, pass, run straight, draw a player out, pass, draw a player out, and then Cheslin's through. That's really what should have happened. But he's kicking, and it's just giving the ball to them. It's just giving the ball away. And I've said similar in other games. I've said similar in other games that sometimes they kick and I don't know why. At the end of the day, Toulouse are one man up. Yeah. Isn't it like if you get a load of monkeys with typewriters, they'll come up with Shakespeare's one of Shakespeare's plays or something. I'm sure it's something like that. Flat on his back.
Really good break, wasn't it, to begin with, to the outside. I think Anderson really takes a back pass and gets a good fend. Accelerates on the outside of Malia. That's a lovely offload to keep the ball alive. Just at the back of the hand.
Nice pass. Yeah, that was a good pass. Problem is he just ran out of space. Number 5, I think, ran out of space.
After Rochelle for the second time in this match, was on for a headed reassessment of the earlier. This is perfect. That was the last we will see of Dylan Hayes.
Can La Rochelle get anything out of this? I think they've worked the hardest. I think they've really worked the hardest. Especially having one man less. I think La Rochelle have really put on a good fight here.
Time on their side at the moment. Still just 7 points, however. Dozen minutes to go.
Come on. Come on, La Rochelle.
Rochelle. Took the ball in, and it was irretrievable.
Giving the ball away. Giving the ball away.
Penalty against Tomalabo.
Yeah, Lavo just panics. You rush to his ball, you rush the ball carrier to try and get on top of it. You've got to show a positive picture. You can't go straight to the ground like that. He actually goes into him. He's quite unfortunate. Says he's got no leverage to try and get in a good position there, but well, I think that by Luke Pierce. Just a word on those. I think that Luke Pierce.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. I think possibly if you had the 15 La Rochelle, then there wouldn't be that. There wouldn't have been that gap for that trial for that try, for example. He's going for another kick. Remain Nutmak. He's going for another kick.
Rochelle have been this season.
I think at this rate he just wants to cover their backsides if La Rochelle do score a try.
Not sure how La Rochelle come from 10 points down, a man down.
Almost hit the post. Almost hit the post.
Rochelle 12, Toulouse all of a sudden 22.
Yeah, yeah. They stood a chance. I think La Rochelle stood a chance when it was 7 points because they could get a try and a conversion, but it's a lot more effort now to get a try, conversion, and a kick, or even 2 tries and a conversion.
Who's come on to replace Richie Timo thanks to Wasps supporters, not long ago with Wasps, joined Toulouse this season. There he is. A few years ago, a
6'8". Christ. Fair play to him. Fair play to him from being Loughborough fifth team to now playing in a Champions Cup final. That's a pretty good achievement, I think. I can't remember what it said. I possibly. Yeah, I think so. It was an English guy.
Rochelle in the first half looked to go to Skelton in the middle of the field. Huntsback flew off the line to stop that ball. Second phase, Aki flew off the line and made another good hit. They gave away the penalty for being offside, so they get a little bit too eager. So they really uplifted the defence to really stop Rochelle getting any goal forward.
They just... La Rochelle needs something quick. They need some urgency. That's what they need, some real urgency. Come on. Come on, La Rochelle. Should they not be trying to get rid of the ball? Should they not be trying to pass the ball now? Not really much is happening. He's going to sneak. Is he going to sneak round and try and score? Who even has the ball? He's got it. Big guy at the back. Is he going to try and sneak? He's going to try and sneak round. He's going to... Can he get it? No. He just can't go over the line. Just cannot get over the line. Come on. Come on. Push. Come on. Make this game interesting in the last 7 minutes. Get over that line. No, they've got their body under it. They don't know where to go. There we go. They're still in the game. They're still in the game. Levi. I watched the first England match and I was bored. So no. So come on. They're back in the game. They've got to get the conversion. We might have an exciting last few minutes. Last 5-6 minutes. Got to make this conversion though. If he gets this, this is going to make it interesting. Come on. Don't cock it up. Don't mess it up. I'm not even watching what anyone's saying, just in case people are ahead of me. Don't cock it up. This is pressure. Well, they're back to needing a try. They're back to needing a try. How disappointing. Right, come on. Push forward. Get up there. That was a nice big kick. Shame it went out a bit closer to the halfway line. This is it getting interesting. It's still interesting. 5 minutes. Get a try and another conversion. That's what they need. Right, come on. They're still in it. They're still in it.
Minutes away from a bit. 5 minutes away from moving ahead of Leicester.
Come on. Team yellow. That's what we're rooting for. Team yellow.
Want to put some pressure on these quick passes. That's where they've been good all season. It's been one of their points of differences with a lot of other French teams.
Are the Toulouse team going to time waste now, though? That's the question. Oh, what a great catch. Fantastic catch. Don't cock it up. Oh, he's just kicking it up for territory. Needs to go out, really, doesn't it? Needs to go out. Get up there. Get up. The crowd is getting behind. The crowd is getting behind La Rochelle now, aren't they?
Exactly the right decision. Get some territory. Allow your forwards to get stuck into the Toulouse line out. Maybe get a penalty. Get something and then push
Come on. This is heating up. This is heating up.
at the minute. We're not watching the screen with a lot of comfort.
The crowd is getting noisier as well.
In the old fort in La Rochelle. If we could be anywhere but here right now, then the Jolly Story might be an interesting place.
Oh, La Rochelle almost nicked that line out.
Chance by Clement and Co. Dupont.
It sounds, Keelan, like the whole crowd is behind La Rochelle. Either that or the Toulouse fans are not making any noise. Going for territory, kicking it up. He's only got it to halfway line. He's only got it to halfway line. Come on, make some ground. Keep that ball in your hands.
Years to get this close. Another 3 minutes hard work to see where
Push. Oh, that's a huge drive. Huge drive.
Carvalho and then Aldrich, who's been non-stop.
Come on, this will be bloody brilliant if Rochelle win. Oh. Oh.
Really important tackle, just a momentum arresting tackle.
Come on, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of time.
Into another big man.
Go on, go on, go on. Oh.
Penalty all the day long, that. Dive over the ball and the ruck. Go away with it, Toulouse.
Aldrich taking on. I knew West thought about
They're going to run out of space there if they go that way. La Rochelle are making good ground.
his ankles back.
Good ground when they're driving through.
So for the time being, for the last
Just don't give the ball away.
against 14.
Don't give the ball away.
Effort this has been by La Rochelle to keep the final alive, a man down for so long. This close to the final whistle and still Toulouse a long way from comfortable. Numeru lays it back. West
Go on. Oh, it didn't bounce right. It didn't bounce right.
scared it was Intermac who got there first.
Did not bounce right. That was unlucky. Players down and they're trying to protect him. Surely Toulouse now are just going to try and keep the ball.
Castettes who's going to do these treatment. That's the reason he stopped the clock.
I think if Toulouse have got the ball now, they're just going to keep it, aren't they? Surely they're just going to keep the ball.
Get that ball to the back. You're only going to need one phase, and that's the game. But this means La Rochelle have to, as soon as
I think that kick was probably a bad idea, wasn't it? That kick was a bad idea. If it bounced right and bounced towards the touchline, it would have been great. But it bounced back inwards.
Toulouse are going to have the scrum of that. Clement Castettes. He was injured in the collision with Carvalho. So
Come on. Everyone's surely got to be rooting for the underdog here, don't they? No spoilers if anyone's ahead, by the way. Right, they're just going in for the scrum now. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ball's out. Oh, Rochelle's trying to nick it. Oh, he's like a little terrier. The problem is they're going to run out. Rochelle are running out of time. They're running out of time. Toulouse just don't want to give it away, do they? They're not going to give it away. As soon as it gets to that 80 minutes, they're just going to kick it out of play, aren't they? That's wasting time. Come on. They just want to kick the ball out of play now, don't they? They're going to kick it out. Such a shame. Such a shame. It could have been different if Rochelle got that conversion. Wow. That was a good last 10-15 minutes. It really was. And a very good game. A very good game. Yeah. You see when it went back to him and he kind of didn't know what to do. He knew there was a few seconds left. I think Toulouse almost got a little bit lucky there. They got lucky in the fact that La Rochelle got Batias or whatever his name was sent off. But I think if Rochelle had 15 players on the pitch the whole game, that could have certainly been a different game for sure. So yeah. Very good game. A very good game. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. I need to go and do some dinner or something. So before Eurovision, the greatest music contest. Thanks for joining me. Let's turn that down. Hang on, stop streaming. Get me out of there. Thanks for joining me, guys. It's been a pleasure. For everyone that did, if you haven't liked already, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Lots of videos to watch. Put videos out every day. Yeah, every day. Once again, thank you for joining me. And the next next live stream will be probably next Saturday for the Champions League final for football. I think it's a 6 o'clock kickoff. Cheers, guys. Yeah, sure, do that, Keelan. Yeah, that's cool to see.